in the last episode, we made the extreme crafting table from extended crafting. We also happened to make the creative fluid tank because, well, we were going to do the ultimate singularity, which we did, but the footage got corrupted, so it ended up being that I had to do some extra work for the episode, but that's okay. Also, I believe we also set up power. Yeah, we ended up setting power up last episode. So yeah, there's a lot of things that are still left to do, however. And one of the things that I want to start by doing today is probably cleaning up a little bit of this stuff, because like I want to try to save on FPS if I can, and getting rid of a lot of these things would really ease that up a little bit. As you can see, like it already feels much better that I've gotten rid of some of those extra bonsai pots that are going off. Let's be honest, we have 127 stacks of insanium, and we've already got most of the creative essence that we're gonna need. I don't think we're gonna need much more of this insanium, to be fair. Like, we have 127 stacks, which is more than enough insanium, honestly. But yeah, I think today's episode, I want to work towards setting up unobtainium automation, but also setting up a EMC farm, and I'm gonna have that EMC farm spread across this entire back area here, which is gonna be pretty nice. And we'll probably put our unobtainium farm like right about here or so. That is the current plan for right now. So to do that, I gotta build a few platforms. To make our EMC farm, we're gonna go ahead and use a little tactic from Tinker's Construct and our new found creative tank. That's right, we're gonna go ahead and grab that. Okay, make sure that we didn't lose that. Perfect. Go ahead and take our creative tank like so. Take our creative tank and grab ourselves some netherite if we have any. Do we have any? Beautiful, we do. Grab a little bit of netherite here. 6 should be enough. Melt it down like so, and once that gets melted down, we're gonna go ahead and take that and feed that into a basic tank. Or if we get enough of it, we can go ahead and pour it into a bucket, I think. Is that how that works? I'm not entirely sure if I can pour molten netherite into a bucket, but I want to sure as hell try. All right, beautiful. We have 6 ingots. We don't have enough. Let me go ahead and make a little bit more of that. Now that we have enough netherite, we can go ahead and attempt to go ahead and pour it in this bucket, which it does indeed look like it's gonna work here. Hopefully, maybe. I don't know if this feature works. It does work. Beautiful. And now all I have to go ahead and do is place down our creative tank right here in the center of this place. Right about here is good. So once we place this down, we should be able to right click our bucket of netherite into the creative tank, which is going to give us infinite netherite, which now we can go ahead and take our casting basins, which we don't have EMC'd for some reason. But once we take our casting basin, we should be able to take some fluid pipes and have it pour into these casting basins. It's all about now having to basically set up all these pipes to go ahead and dump all of the netherite into these basins and pulling them out with a item pipe. You know, I kind of wish I could click these on. Like, these are kind of annoying to deal with when you're configuring your item pipes. So, man, I wish it was a lot easier. Now that everything is configured down here, all the items and barrels are being pulled into a conduit here. We're gonna go ahead and do something a little bit different. Instead of using an EMC link, we're gonna go ahead and use an energy condenser, MK2 instead, where we're gonna go ahead and dump all of this to be converted into a more EMC dense item. So I was thinking, well, do we want to use red matter furnaces? Do we want to go down the project expansion route, which, you know, we would get like something like, I don't know, like blue matter or something? I'm not really sure, but I think we're going to start with the red matter for now, and we'll see how much it's going to create based off of that. I don't know how much it's going to create a second, but it's probably going to be quite a lot considering, well, there's quite a few barrels here, which is, yeah, it's a little sketch, but at the end of the day, it's going to be quite a bit of EMC. So if I do something like that, that should be fine. And all I have to go ahead and do now is say, hey, start dumping your things in here. And I think that should be easy enough. Just put this here. I'm really hoping that I don't need multiple tanks, but we'll find out in a second. Hopefully these are all getting fluids. It looks like they're getting fluids. It looks like these are getting fluids. And it does also look like these are getting fluids as well. And I'm thinking, dear God, the amount of lag that I'm getting looking at this machine is, yeah, it's a little nutty. We'll go ahead and get 4 watches. We're not, oh God, that was loud. Dear God, that was loud. Okay, there we go. We'll go ahead and put it on every single one of these here in the center, and it should hopefully get all of them. If not, then that's okay. It's not too crazy. This is about to go burr really fast. All right, how much red matter do we have? Okay, that's a lot of red matter really quickly. Yeah, that's a lot of red matter. How are we gonna handle this? I think we're gonna have to go down the path of like needing to upgrade, because yeah, that's just a lot. That is, yeah, I feel like that's like a little too fast. Go ahead and make that. And here's the problem that I don't like about the new project expansion mod is the fuel. Like, why did they have to add the different colored fuels? I feel like that wasn't really necessary. You know what I mean? Like, we're not really gonna be using them, right? I'm gonna guess. You know what? That actually just gave me an idea. I wonder how much these burn, because if they burn a lot, that means like the petrified fuel generator might actually go burr. The petrified fuel generator is definitely gonna go burr for sure. Okay, so basically the whole idea is like this mod is, you know, you take your things and you upgrade them and blah 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 blah. I'm gonna go ahead and do this and we'll be right back. Some people say that this is very tedious, and I kind of agree. Like, this is very much a tedious thing to do, and it's quite annoying, but you know what? It is what it is. I think this is as far as we're going to be able to go, though, because this is 1.7 bill. Yeah, that's just not going to work. So we're going to go ahead and take that and put it into this G collector. Dear God, look at how much EMC there is. Oh, you know what? It's probably not working because there's so much red matter in here. Yeah, there's so much red matter in there. Dear God. And that, wow, at least it's not as fast. It is not as fast. Okay, so we're making about 160 million per second, which is, oof, that's actually pretty fast, all things considering. Great. Now that we have passive EMC generation going, it's, you know what? I really, do I want to go down this road right now with making the EMC links? Because I haven't made the first one yet, or have I? I don't think I've made the first one yet, and it's just, yeah. We're gonna need like all the alchemical excuse me. We're gonna need all the alchemical dust and things, and I mean, it's really not that bad. Again, like I said previously, it is just really tedious to make these things, which is unfortunate. But let's go ahead and grab ourselves an energy condenser. We only need an MK1 for this, and well, I guess we'll start the whole process of like, there you go, there's your tier 1. Now, you know what? I'm really debating if I want to go down this road. I think I really should just end up making the EMC link, because we're going to end up needing it anyway. It's just going to be way better if we just do it like right now and get it out of the way kind of thing. You know what I mean? So let me craft this EMC link. I think we're only going to be able to get to like maybe the MK9, and that's as far as we'll be able to go for right now. And as you can see, it is quite a kind of tedious task of grabbing the same exact thing over and over again. So we'll be right back. All right, we got ourselves the MK10, which is actually almost close to the end game. We're only about 5 or 6 tiers away from the end game one, which is insane. But if I go ahead and say, hey, replace, oh my God, that's so much EMC. I just wasted probably 100 or 200 million EMC just by breaking that. Did I not break it? There we go. I am lagging so hard right now, and I have a feeling it's due to the amount of fluids that we're dealing with right now. Also, Also, I think I'm gonna go ahead and chill out on this over here. I don't think we really need these anymore. Like, I'm gonna be completely honest. These are completely pointless at this point. Like, these dragon egg seeds, we don't need them. We're generating literally so much EMC a second. Without these aren't even doing anything, I don't think. Like, I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't even know if these seeds are doing anything because, like, it's been actually a week or two since I last recorded, so I don't even know what these seeds are doing. I'm just gonna leave these. Do I want to take them out, though? I mean, it's a few bonsai pots. It's not that many, to be fair. All right, let's see what's doing this back here. Yeah, we're making... I didn't even remember that this was back here. I'm gonna be completely... I completely forgot that was back there. Just a few couple mil, just, you know, hanging around, a few, you know, billion EMC just chilling. But yeah, okay, now that that's done, we've got passive EMC going, which is nice. We can start working on some of the other things that we're gonna need for the thing. Now, I do want to set up unobtainium, which we're gonna go ahead and set up right here. We don't really need too many of these. I'm gonna be completely honest here. In between episodes, I did grab a few unobtainium tanks before we started the episode. That way we had them. I'm not really sure how I want to do this, though, if I'm being completely honest here. Here is my plan. Now, we do have a lot of unobtainium tanks here. So what I'm thinking, because I want to do the supreme black hole tank from industrial foregoing, but that requires us to go through all of industrial foregoing, including getting the ether gas and stuff. So I'm thinking for the first time ever, I'm going to use a dynamic tank maybe from Mechanism. It's actually surprisingly cheap, like very cheap. We're going to go ahead and need a few extra things. We're going to go ahead and need the dynamic tank glass and valve. Yep, there's the valve. Is there no glass? I thought there was a glass for this. It might accept structural glass, maybe, for this. I'm assuming it's going to take structural glass. I'm hoping it does, but go ahead and teach these things to the EMC table. Go ahead and grab ourselves a few of these valves. We only need two, right? Input and output. And then we're gonna need a few tank holes and then a crap ton of structural glass. Also, you might be noticing that I'm lagging. That is because the EMC table is trying to update while I'm pulling things out. That's normal in most cases. The EMC generator is going hard at work. We're gonna go ahead and make ourselves a nice 9x9 tank like this by building a full 9x9 around our 9x9 square. Make sure to fill it in and then build it up 9 high as well. And that should be good to go. And now it is basically just about filling this up with glass. I now have to sit here and empty every single one of these tanks into this massive tank, which I don't even think I'm gonna do this way. I'm gonna do this like 9 at a time. I don't think we need to go too crazy, honestly. Like, doing 9 at a time should be plenty. I just realized how easy it's gonna be to basically empty all of our tanks because of the fact that it has a UI. I don't have to use pipes at all, which is amazing. I'm gonna go ahead and take a bucket of netherite and I'm gonna go ahead and pick up our creative tank real quick, and I'm going to kind of fill it with unobtainium. What happens if I do this? Wait a second, did I just voided all of it? Wow, thankfully I have a bucket of it just laying around. That would have been really bad. That was very, very bad. Okay, so if I do this and then tell it, hey, give me a bunch of this, how fast is this gonna fill? It's not going that fast. I would have thought it would have gone faster. Now what happens, I've already grabbed the bucket, so don't worry. If I put this here, it's going to instantly fill it. There it is. And now we have quite a bit of unobtainium. I don't think we need to worry about unobtainium for quite a long time. So I'm gonna go ahead and put our netherite back. There we go. Go ahead and get that bad boy going again, just like so. Go ahead and do a little bit of that. Yeah, they should all be on the same page now, which is great. Good for us. Good. Now the only thing that we need to go ahead and do is set up a few casting basins. We don't need to set up too many. I was thinking maybe like 9 or something. Yeah, 9 of these should be plenty of unobtainium per second for what we're going to be needing. And we'll just go ahead and fill up a drawer or something. Maybe a compacting drawer might be the play here. Yeah, it's really laggy in this table, which is not great. That is because of the fact that it's constantly updating because of how much EMC we have coming in a second, which is, yeah, but do something like that and then have this go like this, like so. And then, oh, I need fluid pipes as well, but that's fine. It's going down over there. Holy hell. It is going down like Donkey Kong. And this is going to make quite a bit of unobtainium, actually. It's going to make 9 blocks a second. Or not a second, I don't think. I think it takes a few seconds to cool down as well. If I remember correctly from the Gaming on Caffeine video when he was making unobtainium through this method, it takes about, I think like maybe 10 or 20, maybe 30 seconds to cool. So it's not as fast as you think it would be. Not as fast as that, at least. I mean, to be fair, that is tick accelerated. So I might be able to kind of maybe get it to go a little faster if I tick accelerate it, but I don't know if that's going to be really necessary. I feel like that's just like a little bit overkill for what we need it for. So if I do something like this, get it going. Yeah, it looks quite slow. It's kind of sad that it doesn't really tell me how long it takes, unless if we look at the unobtainium block. There we go. And it takes 94 seconds. Wow, that's actually quite slow. I'm not gonna lie. That one's a little rough. So I actually might set up a watch here just in case, because that is quite slow actually. It's going to make it a little faster, but it's not going to make it too much faster. All right, let me go ahead and break this real quick, and I will put this on the edge like so. That's now 18 blocks of unobtainium. Pretty poggers. Wow, this is actually going quite fast, which is nice. All right, beautiful. Now that we have all the obtainium blocks that we're going to go ahead and need, beautiful. Unobtainium is now taken care of. Nitro crystals have been taken care of. We should really start thinking about what we're going to need here for the stuff. We do need insanium, or the creative essence, which means we're going to need to, I'm going to honestly probably autocraft this at this point. It might be better to autocraft it. Now, I'm a bit concerned if I do consider to autocraft it, I might need to potentially, oh, do I need to do all the other auto? Okay, no, I don't have to do all the other auto tables. Thank God. I was about to say, do I actually need to go down all the other auto tables? Because that would not be great. That would, yeah, not be too good. There we go. Get the redstone components that we need. We do need another ultimate table. Ultimate table, it looks like, and we do need a few black iron and crystalline. Okay, so a few black iron, 1 2 3 4, and the crystalline components. I don't think we've made those yet. No, that's crust. Crystalline, I don't think we've made that yet. Oh my god, it's so laggy in this table. It's kind of not great. The crystalline components require crystalline ingots, which require all these things. Does crystalline ingots have EMC? They do not. So that's going to be a bit of an oofy poofy. And it looks like they require iron ingots, diamonds, lapis, gold, and nether stars, which by the way, we can just pull infinites of these, by the way, which is insane. Oh, it needs, okay, so it needs the big boy table. It needs the big boy table. Okay, gotcha. I think I'm gonna have to play with the game like this for the rest of the time, which kind of poopy, honestly. I don't like having small UIs, but like my monitor is not big enough for this, which I really hate that it doesn't scale to your current resolution. It's really just terrible, honestly. I don't like the fact that it does that. But now that we have crystalline, it should be pretty straightforward. I'm in the wrong table. I was like, why isn't this working? There we go. We have quite a few crystalline. I think that's good enough for now. We don't have to make too much of it, which we do need a few crystalline parts, 1 2, and we should be good to make the tier 4 auto crafting table. Good. Now I don't know how this auto crafting table works. Do we have like the packager? Do we have the packager and unpackager in this pack? Yes, we do have the packager and unpackager. So it looks like we're gonna need the packager, recipe encoder, a packager, and an unpackager. I don't know what the packager extension does. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, that might be needed. Okay, so I think we have a bit of a problem because I decided to go with refined storage. Package auto isn't really gonna work for us here, which is a little unfortunate. However, I think we can go ahead and connect a AE system to our drawer controller, and hopefully that should be enough. It looks like we're gonna go have to get into applied energistics, which is interesting to say the least. I haven't found a single way to connect the refined storage to the package auto, unless if we go with, I want to say something else. There is another one here. There's this one, this ultimate crafter, but this is ME, so I don't think that's gonna really work for us, which is interesting. So I think if we want to do auto crafting with the big boys, we're gonna have to do, unfortunately, applied energistics, which is a little bit weird of a design choice, but I guess we can go ahead and do so. So let's go ahead and hop into applied energistics. Let me crank up my view distance so I can actually goddamn see what the hell I'm doing here. Applied energistics. So we're gonna need a few things from applied energistics. We're gonna need the controller for sure. We're gonna need at least a storage bus and an ME1K storage component, and we're definitely gonna need auto crafting. Oh, this is kind of not good. Oh man. Okay, now we really need to make a decision. It looks like most of applied energistics doesn't have EMC, which is not great at all. So do we really want to do auto crafting at this point? I actually might eat my words here. And 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 18, 36 times 720. Oops, that's the wrong number. 36. 20. Oh my god. Yeah, we don't have enough insanium. Okay, right. So this is where this comes into play though. If I make 128 of these insanium seed reprocessors, I think we should be okay. We're missing inferium essence. That's not great. Oh, I see the issue. Right, if I tell you to stop crafting, let's get inferium seeds going back again, and hopefully we'll be able to get enough to get going here. Do we have enough to make 128 of these now? We are still missing a bunch of prosperity, and solium ingots I can take care of. Solium ingots are not a problem, I think. Oh god, it's gotten worse. All of a sudden I added that the seeds back to that, and it's just gotten way worse. Okay, fair enough. We're gonna need so much prosperity, so let me grab a builder. I don't know if we don't really have an ender chest though. That's the problem. Chest. What do we have for ender for chests? I'd have to set up a wireless refined storage network to get that to work the way I want it to. I don't know how I want to handle getting prosperity. I might just say screw it. Put a crafter there. Yeah, let's just do this. Let's grab a crafter really quickly and put it on top of this guy. Oh my god, it is so bad. The lag is so bad. Now that I've really cranked the seeds up a little bit, I totally forgot to torch up on top of the tank. So there's just mobs hanging out up here that they've been dealt with. I'm actually really concerned about my FPS right now. It's super bad. I might have to like disable that EMC gen. It is so bad. Like the FPS is really terrible. Dear god, what have I done? We should be able to handle this now, assuming I can grab an importer very quickly. So if I grab an importer, I don't know if I have to import from the bottom though. I might need to import from the bottom, which might be a little annoying, but we should be able to autocraft prosperity now, so that really shouldn't be an issue. Now this is gonna get really tricky, I feel, because I really don't want to be digging here, but that's fine. Oh, never mind, I don't need to dig because there's a cable right here. Better than having to go up this way, which is beautiful. Put all those in, we should be good. By the way, how much do we have right now? That's fast. We already have 250,000 inferium, which is nuts, and it hasn't even been that long. Let's go ahead and grab insanium seed reprocessors. 128. We're missing iron hose, we're missing iron, and we're missing machine frames, which I believe I can just grab, right? Machine frames. Oh, we don't have those taut. Why don't we have those taut? machine frames from Mythical Agriculture. Is there a reason? There really shouldn't be a reason. There we go. Go ahead and grab. Okay. All right. Chill the hell out, bucko. I guess you can't click that fast because if you do, the game is just like, nope. All the machine frames you're gonna need. Now, can I just like happen to have you craft the stuff that we need? So if I make you craft this, that's the output. How much wood do we have right now? Let's just double check that. Oak, absolutely none. Okay, do we have any logs? Yes, we have spruce. Why aren't you teaching? Oh, because you're a processing recipe. That's why. And then teach it how to make spruce, and then teach it how to make iron ingots, because we can totally do that now that we have iron seeds. There we go. Iron of that, and then you need a iron hoe, which is hilarious. You're also probably gonna need to learn how to make sticks, aren't you? Yeah, you're probably gonna need to learn how to make sticks, and then that should be good to go for that. And insanium seed reprocessor, how much of that would... Okay, so we're gonna need more iron essence. Let me get some iron seeds and put them downstairs real quick. That should be easy enough. We'll do 6. Okay, so to make some solium, we're gonna go ahead and make the solium dust, which can be smelted up gunpowder, which I've already done in between pauses there. And all you have to do is make 1 prosperity ingot, which is super easy, super cheap. Let me make the solium ingot real quick, and I'll teach that to the system like so. Now all I have to do is grab out, I believe it said 4 stacks, but I'm just gonna grab a ton of it and call it a day because we can afford that now, right? We've got infinite storage, bam bam boom, easy peasy lemon squeezy, and we should be ready to make the insanium seed reprocessors, 128 of them to be exact, and go ahead and craft that. That's gonna take a hot minute to craft up. Unfortunately, guys, we're out of time for today's episode. So with that being said, if you guys did enjoy today's episode, please do me a huge favor, smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, ding dong that notification bell, become a part of the Hunterx tribe. As always, guys, I'm gonna love you. I'm gonna leave you. Till next time. Bye bye.